Hi, I'm Mike Kennedy. I'm president of Up Companies. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about our history and how we came about. In 2008, with the company KAI Design and Build, we came up with a strategic plan, and in that strategic plan we said for us to be a true GC and to self-perform and be competitive in this market, we needed to be able to control our labor and control our workforce to actually maximize our opportunities in the market, especially with the recession and owners not negotiating. We had it in our plan to look for companies to acquire that could give us that self-perform capability. It's not something we wanted to build overnight. So it took us a couple years to find the right opportunity, and I believe all the stars aligned when I met Brian Arnold, one of my partners here at the Up Companies.
So the Up Companies was a concept or an idea that came together back in 2009, late 2009. It really was in response to a changed economy. We saw that a lot of pressure in our industry on price, quality, diversity, but fewer and fewer work opportunities existed. All business, all industries have changed, and our customers are facing different demands, a different level of competitiveness, a continuing desire for diversity, and we had to come up with a concept that met those challenges, and by doing so really help our customers succeed.
Roughly 2009, started talking to Brian and Mike about the concept of the Up Companies. And back then we were just talking about the possibility of Crown Electrical joining with another subcontractor, and looking at what Mike's company KAI could provide. They could provide the engineering, general construction. We felt there was a unique opportunity here to merge all these companies together.
Conversely, the market heard about what we were doing, and we presented that we did this acquisition, and they said, hey, there's another company out there called Bellman Builders. So 2 months after the acquisition, we started talking to Bellman, and Bellman was interested in winding down, and we ended up acquiring those assets and bringing that company into the fold and created Square Up. And with Brian's carpentry background and Gerhard's electrical background, we have the foundation, which is what is now the Up Companies. We came up with the name the Up Companies for several reasons. One, it was a great positive word, up. The trajectory we want to go. Everybody says things are looking up. Things are going a certain trajectory. You want all your charts to be pointing up. And you power something up, you square it up when you cut it. I mean, it's just, you can play with that word in so many different ways, but the ultimate meaning came from the basic foundation from all of our partners. Brian, Gerhard, and I are pretty spiritual people, and we wanted to remind ourselves that no matter how well the company did, that we always needed to look up and count our blessings. And that's one of the main foundations of our company. It's how we like to interact and treat our employees, and it's hopefully how we want our employees to treat others in the marketplace, because that's the culture we're trying to create.
When we talk about the upside advantage, it's really something that our customers experience every day on our project. Let's face it, we have to be competitive. We've got to have the best and the brightest. We have to bring value. If we don't bring value, we won't be back. And our strategic relationship with KAI Design and Build really allows us to provide a level of service far above what any one of our individual companies could deliver on their own.
What we are able to do is take what has now become over a 200-person organization when you add all of the companies together, and spread that overhead over all of those individuals to make each of those individual companies much more competitive. And if an owner takes it upon himself to say, hey, I'd like to hire Power Up and Square Up and put those two together, that's where they get the true upside advantage. You can make it a goal to be diverse, but then you have to make objectives to try to create that diversity. You can't just say, hey, we want to be a diverse organization. We're a diverse organization. No, you create that goal, Then you have to create objectives to achieve that goal, but then you have to create metrics to incentivize your people to get those objectives. And I'll tell you, when you do that and you put metrics in place, people get real creative, they get real aggressive, and they go out and they seek and they find, and you don't hear, I couldn't find anybody. What I hear is people running in my office like, man, I found 3 great kids. Or I found this guy, he's been in the industry, he was looking for work, but I went out and I found them. And they're proud and they're happy and they're excited about how cool or how they enjoy working with these folks. And really it moves people out of their comfort zone, and they just needed a little nudge with being incentivized. But I think the results are awesome. The mix and the dynamics of our crews is great. And friendships are being built, and we just really enjoy having a diverse workforce, and I'm glad we came up with a formula and a way to make that happen through our union, through our incentivization of our employees, and the results have been amazing. And I just like to thank everyone who's given us an opportunity to work on their projects and show that we can make a diverse workforce successful.